What is up, obscure mic people? It is Bark coming at you with a microphone that's currently on sale at Amazon for $9.99 frickin' cents. And there's a lot of good and a lot of bad. The good is it's a podcast microphone. God, don't we love these? Also good, XLR USB. God, don't we love that? We sure must, because the market is frickin' flooded with them. The bad. Have you ever seen a Shure MV7 copy so blatant in your life? Mike. Who the hell is Mike? Newman. $9. Do I dare overhead cam it? Is it worth overhead camming when it costs $9? Sure. Almost broke a $9 mic. Well, I'll stand for you. Let's add up the costs. Documentation. Maybe worth 9 cents. We've already made some of our money back. A USB A to C cord. Probably worth $1.99. We've made $2.08 back. We have a little discus stand. 5/8 threading, padded bottom, discus stand. Probably worth at least $2.79. We're almost there, folks. That's what she said. And then we get the microphone itself. Plastic as shit. It's friggin' plastic. But it comes with a windscreen. That's worth at least $1.99, right? I don't know if I want to overhead this thing. I just don't give a damn. It's $9. It's plastic. It's got a weird V on the back. It's kind of strange. The yoke mount, I think that's metal. Ooh, that's some bad metal work inside that 5/8 threaded not adapter, but 5/8 threading there. That's terrible. Terrible. God, this thing's jank. Got the bottom. We got a USB port. XLR port, an inside, what the hell? An inside button, whatever that is, it said, or whatever this is, it says inside, and a headphone jack. We've got a mic mute switch. Oh, the mode button presses. The echo doesn't echo. God, thank God we got that. That's worth $1.09. Listen, for $10, I used to look all over the place for yoke mounts on cheap mics to like do builds. Yoke mount's worth $9. Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay. What is the inside button? What the hell is that? Made in China. That's the size of it. It literally is kind of MV7-ish and a plastic body. Let's hook it up. I'm scared. All right, we've got it hooked up. And before I get too deep into this review, Big Duck on the Discord server, my sweet, sweet little ducky, who's actually quite big. He said his sounded pretty good. Now, I think I hooked mine up USB and it did not sound great, but in XLR, this doesn't sound that bad for $10. And if you want the look, this will do it for you. Honestly, I mean, it doesn't sound real bad at all. It sounds pretty okay. Maybe I didn't get a bad one. Maybe I hooked up USB, or maybe I just plugged it into my phone. Sometimes that doesn't give it the proper amount of power and they just sound like shit sometimes. This does not sound too bad. I'm kind of shocked. $10. Sometimes when you just need a mic, this will do. Does the mute switch work in XLR? No, it does not. Huh. Okay, so the windscreen comes with it. Let's see how it handles plosives and all that good stuff. I'm still just amazed that it works, and it works decently enough to sound this decent. Like if I was starting a 3-man, 2-person, 1 girl, 2 cups, 2 girls, 1 cup, whatever all that is, a multi-person podcast, get these for $10. Like to have that camera look, you could even probably hide some of the jank buttons a little bit. You know, nobody's going to see this on camera and think, look at that cheap ass mic. They're going to be like, oh, this is a legit podcast. And then you hear the sound and kind of is. I got to know. Let's compression and EQ it, add a little bottom end to it. This is what it sounds like when you do that. Oh, I mean, that's $10 well spent right there. Honest to God. Got the Yamaha AG06 Mark II mixer. Little bit of low end and some compression slapped on it, and bada bing, bada boom. That's what it sounds like. I could podcast with this, no problem. No big deal. See, that's a great thing about dynamic microphones. Capsules can sound good no matter how cheap they are, depending on where it comes from, who made it. I mean, y'all remember the Donner P08, right? It's missing a head basket. I was trying to take it apart, but that capsule inside there, I'm sure it costs next to nothing, but it sounds great. And who knows, maybe that capsule's in here. I don't know, but it sounds surprisingly good. 10 frickin' bucks. $10. And you can plug it in USB. Okay, I take what I said back on Discord. This thing does not suck. I thought it sucked. Honestly, it doesn't suck. This is solid. Here we go. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pineapple pizza. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pineapple pizza. Mic of the year. When you get right on top of this thing, this is what it sounds like. And that sounds, if you're a close micer, man, that sounds pretty good. I am quite surprised right now. What the hell is happening here? $9.99. Don't touch it. Do not touch it. Going to talk into the front of the microphone. Now we're going to go 90 degrees off axis. And the off axis rejection is pretty fine too. 180 degrees off axis. 90 degrees off axis, and then slowly back around to the front of the mic. Did I say not to touch it? Because I mean that. Should I sell every mic in my studio and just use this? I could. Again, low end added and some compression. Not too shabby. Okay, let's USB it up. Figure out what's happening here in USB mode. Where's my USB cable? There she blows. Yep. All right, this is the microphone in USB. And just to show you, it even has these pink level meters that if I turn the volume up, did you see that? They turned up. Turned down for what? And you know what else is hilarious? The mic comes up in my computer as an MV7. It says MV7. Oh, it's comical. It's so comical. It's so wrong, but it's so comical. All right, so for $10, we're going to have some drawbacks, right? Well, drawback number one is the monitoring's not latency free. It's got that bad echo, like a Maono, goofy sound card mixer thing. It's got that going on. But luckily, we also have some echo that we can turn up and really crank the echo, baby. Then I will always love you. Oh, then I will always love you. You've been Thunderstruck. Yeah. It's all right. We're doing fine. I'm not going to torture you anymore, but that was a good time. $9.99. Let's see what this inside button does. Inside. I really don't know what it did. Did it do anything? It lights up. Let's read. What's the inside button do? Internal recording. The inside button is the internal recording switch? What are you talking about? What do you mean internal recording? This thing doesn't record internally. There's no way. I don't know what that means, but this is fun. Okay, so I turned a fan on in my studio. I see it on the readouts. Now I'm going to hit the noise reduction button. I really don't know if it works or not. Because, it shows, my meters show that there's no change in the levels. So I guess I'll have to listen back. Okay, so not using this in USB mode, that sounds awful. It sounds in USB mode to you as it sounds to me right here. But you know what? It's $9.99. And the XLR mode is worth that alone. It is worth that alone. I still don't know what this inside switch does. I hope maybe that fixed some. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. It's goofy. But you know what? For $10 on the BB-SAR, I'm going to give this thing a 7. It's good. It's definitely worth buying for XLR mode. $10. Seriously. The looks and sound in XLR alone are podcast worthy. And for $10 to not just have a random, this kind of mic. And the plosives were pretty good. Off-axis rejection was pretty good. I mean, USB mode sucks a big one, but it is what it is. This was kind of fun to play with. That's what she said. That's what I say. That's what we should all be saying. Obscure Mics, the What the hell is it called? Daakro? The Donnie Darko 500 Daakro? It's in the description. It's linked. Pretty fine, just not in USB mode. Obscure Mics. See you guys next time. Peace out.